Last weekend, 4 public school students were killed and another 5 wounded in separate shootings. Those incidents did not happen on school property.
They need a clean record before they can apply for most jobs. I spoke with the man who was arrested as a teenager and charged with possession.
This is the second mosquito that's biting me, and I've only been sitting here for the last 2 minutes, and oh, I feel another one now.
Kristen, just to give you an idea, last year the Department of Streets and Sanitation used 277,000 tons of salt.
Parents of multiples say they learn very quickly to distinguish between their children. At first, it has to do with small physical differences, but then over the years, it has to do more with personality. As to why he would kidnap his own son, police say Nash thought the baby's mother was on drugs while she was pregnant.
Between 27 and 28 million people shop at Woodfield Mall every year, and Saturday is by far the busiest day of the week.
Go, Rafael!
Well, they left me behind already, but you know, the people from Toys for Tots are so nice. They made me this morning an honorary staff member, so they gave me this to prove it. Hey, Randy, this is amazing. I can't believe it. I have to convince myself that this is not a Saturday afternoon. Just take a look at how things are here at Gurnee Mills, down this side of the mall.
This guy's a really nice person next to me.
CBS 2's Rafael Romo reports on some Latinos upset that he voted for a fence to go up at the border with Mexico.
All right. So, Senator, are you confident you can still get the Latino vote if you run for the presidency?
I am confident that if you look at my track record, there hasn't been a stronger friend to the Latino community than me.
Thank you. Senator Barack Obama is calling himself a friend of the Latino community this afternoon. But Hispanic leaders say he has betrayed the trust of the people who always gave him their votes.
He's lost his vision. He's lost his feet on the ground.
Obama is being criticized after siding with Republicans in the Senate to approve a 700-mile wall across the Mexican border. The vote happened almost 2 months ago. But CBS 2 News has learned exclusively that Obama has met privately with Hispanic leaders in an effort to convince them that his vote is part of a larger strategy.
It's a done deal. He did it. You know, what am I going to say? Well, you know, I know you made a mistake, and when, you know, we were told it was part of a bigger strategy. What strategy?
Other Latino leaders say when it comes to the Hispanic community, you have to look at Obama's entire record and not just one vote.
I think that he has to understand that there are expectations out there in the community, and he has a good record of supporting immigrant issues, and I think that will continue. And so I'm confident that he will be able to mend those fences, no pun intended.
This afternoon, the senator wouldn't get into the details of his vote on the border wall. In fact, when asked what he would do to regain the Hispanic vote, he stopped short of saying he's always had it.
Are you suggesting that I've lost it?
In voting for the wall, Obama joined 8 other Democratic senators who sided with Republicans to approve the bill, including Hillary Clinton. Illinois Senator Dick Durbin did not vote for the bill, saying it was the wrong approach to deal with the immigration problem. Antonio and Diane.
Good morning, Rafael.
Roseanne, good morning. Look at what we found here at Lincoln Park, a winter wonderland. But then we walked just a few steps over to North Avenue, and what do we have here? A winter nightmare. The Chicago Department of Transportation fixes anywhere from 200,000 to 250,000 potholes a year, but winter conditions this year have made the problem much, much worse.
Yeah, this is the year of potholes.
No, this is not a declaration from the mayor proclaiming Chicago Pothole City.
But remember, it's going to snow tonight. Then it's going to freeze. And then you're going to have the salt. And then all of a sudden you get the weather.
The mayor is actually complaining about insufficient funding from the state to fix the problem.
And we've been asking the state, they have to rebuild the North Lakeshore Drive. That has been on the road. We're trying to get the state to agree to that. Yes.
With more than 40 inches of snow since December and a constant freeze and thaw on the streets, potholes have become a serious headache for drivers around Chicago.
Obviously, it's terrible. We understand that it's terrible. It's the freeze and thaw of what's going on out here. We can't get a real decent dry day to even try to attack it.
We found an axle breaker at 47th Street and Cornell.
This morning when I tried to go this way, the traffic was backed up so far because people couldn't get through because of the pothole.
Why don't they put something over it?
it's gonna damage the car.
Last year, drivers filed 160 pothole complaints by February 7th. By comparison, this year the number has exploded to more than 5,600. Auto repair shops have noticed an increase in customers bringing their cars with pothole-related problems.
There's a lot of bent rims, a lot of tire problems with, like belt shifts in the tires and going out of alignment.
And the Chicago Department of Transportation is fixing anywhere from 3,500 to 4,000 potholes every day, but based on conditions this winter, it's definitely not enough. Reporting live from North Avenue, Rafael Romo, CBS 2 News.
21-year-old Mariusz Witzenkonski faces charges of institutional vandalism, criminal property damage, and criminal defacement. Witzenkonski was arrested after allegedly talking about defacing tombstones at the Jewish section of West Lawn Cemetery in Norwich.
A co-worker at work overheard him talking about this, and the police then brought him in and questioned him, and he subsequently gave a statement to the police and assistant state attorney.
Prosecutors say he spray-painted 66 headstones with swastikas and other hate symbols like the Star of David hanging from a noose. His family had no comment this morning.
Hi, good morning. Is this...
But his public defender said today at the Cook County Courthouse in Skokie that he committed the acts of vandalism after drinking vodka because he was angry his parents were getting a divorce.
He's not a bad person. He's a really nice person. I mean, I was shocked by you telling me that he did that. I mean, he did nothing bad, helped out his mom a lot.
Witzenkonski came to the United States from Poland 4 years ago and is still a citizen of that country. He told investigators he belongs to a hate group, but there's no evidence that he was helped.
We believe this individual acted alone. We're going to continue the investigation to be sure that that's the case, but we believe this was an isolated member of a hate group.
The damage was originally estimated at $13,000, but many of the headstones may have been damaged beyond repair. Prosecutors say replacing all of the damaged headstones may increase the price tag for repairs to well over $100,000. At West Lawn Cemetery in Norwich, Rafael Romo, CBS 2 News. If you're 5 years old and are getting ready to celebrate Halloween, you need to know a thing or two about safety.
Don't come into a stranger's house or don't come into the streets when it has no lights.
And it's also a good idea to have good manners. At Nettlehorst School in the Lakeview neighborhood, imagination was at the center of today's Halloween celebration.
We are a performing arts school. We're a magnet cluster school. This is part of make-believe, this is part of imagination, and it's just fun for the kids.
Even teachers got into the Halloween spirit, wearing very creative costumes.
I have a problem. I don't have a heart. Any ideas where I could find one?
We're going to have to go to the Wizard of Oz and try to find you a heart.
After hearing someone was casting spells today at the St. Vincent de Paul Center, I decided to stop by for a visit.
Really like what I am right now. I wouldn't want to be a frog.
Well, as long as you're nice to our kids, I think we'll keep you the way you are.
I think we have an agreement.
Yes, we have an agreement.
My friends tell me I'm scarier without a costume, but these kids at the St. Vincent de Paul Center had better ideas.
And in case there was any doubt about what kids like the most about Halloween...
What do you like the most, the candy or the costumes from Halloween?
The candy!
Rafael Romo, CBS 2 News. Senior officials in the Bush administration suggest FEMA's intentions were good, but admit the bogus briefing was not an appropriate tactic. But CBS 2's Suzanne Lemignot reports one such mother hopes that by giving back to the community and sharing her son's tragic story, innocent lives will be saved. The 911 calls made about a woman trapped for a week in her SUV are now the focus of an investigation after she crashed her car. A judge issued a mixed verdict for a former model involved in a deadly high-speed crash in Skokie. He found Jeanette Lewinsky guilty, but mentally ill. The teens were remembered last night during their high school football game in the northwest suburbs. An atheist in Buffalo Grove is suing Governor Blagojevich over the state's new moment of silence law. The speculation is over. Newt Gingrich says he will not run for president. For the past few months, many speculated the former House Speaker would throw his hat in the ring. Some participants at the Coleman Chicago Race for the Cure really went the extra mile to stomp out breast cancer.
Amenaza con retarla en la corte. Reportando desde el centro de la ciudad, yo soy Rafael Romo.
Cuando una de las paredes de esta zanja